welcome to your August tarot reading. Let's see what may be on the cards for you for August 2022. I have the 9 card block here, Aquarius, which describes your situation. We've got lead tarot energies and oracles on both sides of the reading. The left generally for me is where you've come from or what has led to the situation you found yourself in. The right hand side is where you're headed, what you may need to be, do or embody in order to successfully navigate through your situation. We've got a Wheel of Fortune here, change is upon you. I think we're dealing in the realms of a partnership here. So, it really feels like this is the time to move towards it. Hey there, Magic One. Just before we get into your tarot reading, I wanted to jump in super quick, I promise, just with a few announcements for you. Should you want to arrange a personal reading or healing for yourself, you can do so at any time by either clicking the link to my website down below or visiting wildlotustarot.com. I do have a new little offering which I think is kind of cute. It's actually the most affordable way to get guidance from me, and in that reading I draw you a single tarot card from the beautiful Star Child Tarot and write you a handwritten letter about my interpretation of that card for you, and I post it to your letterbox. You can now show your support by becoming a member of my channel. If you head to my channel page and click the join button, there's a video there where I describe in detail what I'm offering for my 2 different levels of membership. Don't forget, the doors are always open to the initiation. That is my immersive Learn Tarot journey. You can sign up at any time and receive lifetime access to all of the learning materials, videos, online learning modules, practices, and in that course I am teaching my signature process to learn how to read tarot, not just from the head but from the heart, and go beyond the traditional card meanings, and how to put it all together and thread it into a story as well. So that's available at any time. I'll also link that down below for you. You can find me on Instagram if you'd like to stay connected and hear a little bit more about me. You can find the link down below, or you can find me at wild_lotus_tarot. I would love to have you over there with me as well. Till next time, sending you so much love and magic. Let's get on with your reading. Okay, well, let's jump in, Aquarius. Look, it's so interesting because we have the 6, 7, 8, and 9 of swords here. And before I drew the cards for this side, I was like, I know what comes next. The 10 of swords, and bang, here it goes. So you've got 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 of swords. This is a progression. This is a progression towards an ending, a final ending that I feel needs to take place in order to turn this Wheel of Fortune for you, okay? So that's what's happening here. It's so interesting as well that both of these oracle cards jumped out when I was pulling the one for this side. I put this one back in because I just wanted one, and then it was the one that came out again. Wow, so much going on here. So let's jump in. Okay, I do feel this is a partnership type reading here with the 2 of Cups. Potentially romantic love for most of you. You know what? It feels like there is some kind of new connection here that is forming. Now, this new connection, they could be at a distance from you with the 8 of Wands or the 6 of Swords, or it could just be that they are at a, emotional distance from you because you can't fully move towards them because of something else. The something else, for many of you, I feel, is another relationship that probably needs to come to an end for one of you, okay? 9 of Swords is... the 9 of Swords here is the stress and the worry and the mental overwhelm that comes with, well, how do I navigate through this? It's interesting because many of us don't expect, somebody to come in that literally, we have this feeling of home and belonging with. And even though we might be in a connection, it's not until that kind of love comes in that we realize, well, maybe where we were at wasn't really it, and then this stressful situation is upon us. Like, what am I going to do here? So that's what I feel has happened, and you're really wondering, like, how can I navigate through this? What am I going to do? I don't really want to be in this situation. Well, one thing is for sure is that nothing is yet set in stone. in the month of August, it feels like you are going through, Aquarius, the decision-making process here and really thinking about, you know, what you want here and what you're going to do. Now, I think there's been a lot of communication between you and this new person, okay? 8 of Wands, Cupid's arrows, communication that is really igniting the flame here. Communication that is really making you see the potential here, the chemical connection, but also it has been putting you in the situation of the 8 of Swords. Like, you know, I feel trapped here. I'd love to move towards this person, but I also have love for another person. And now I'm realizing that it's possible to have feelings for 2 people. And, you know, I'm going to have to make a decision, right? It feels like you're already too invested here, Aquarius, to move away. I think that this is just the universe sending you signs that it is time for change in this area of your life, okay? Instincts are the message from the inner divine. What are you feeling? What's your intuition? What does your gut tell you about this new connection, okay? I've also got the Mintakan card here, which is one of the Lightworker cards of this Oracle deck, and it says longing for home, belonging, the original Lightworkers. So it might be that this person just gets you at a soul level. It might be that you share this kind of spiritual connection, or that you can talk about all these, you know, theories and concepts that you couldn't talk about with your other person. If it's not that, it just feels like there is this sense of my heart is at home. I feel like I'm returning home to my truth when I am around this person. Now, the 8 of Swords here is an entrapment energy where we feel stuck, usually because of the mind, the thoughts. There is a clear path out of this, but you will need to make a decision. 2 of Pentacles, okay, that's the heart of the reading, is that you are going to feel, Aquarius, unsteady and ungrounded until you make this decision, okay? What we need to make sure in the meantime is that we're not being the juggler, right? We're not creating a third party. We're not, you know, doing the work of the 7 of Swords, which is deception and betrayal. Like, already, you know, there is elements of that, but it feels like it couldn't be helped. But really, timing is of the essence here, so that we don't continue that on, okay? It's a time to give rather than take. We really need to, you know, have compassion, give compassion, and operate in that way. So, you know, there is the decision, stay or go. Do I move towards this new commitment? It's going to be a commitment, okay? It's going to be a relationship, I feel. Do I go there or do I stay where I am? Well, the 10 of Swords, Aquarius, is your lead energy as to where you're heading. And for me, it's an inevitable ending, you know, because if not now, then potentially there will be a new temptation down the track. It just feels like it's time. You know, the 10 of Swords can be an ending that, yeah, it feels painful, but it also feels final, and it gives way to a new dawn, a new day. And I just feel like this has kind of come out of the blue, 8 of Wands, but it's happening fast to change your life, to change your luck, to have you heading in a new direction. So when I mix the 8 of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune, I get fast change, fast, profound change that's actually going to open up a whole new cycle in your life, a cycle of learning, you know, a new relationship, which is a vehicle for that. And it feels solid, Ace of Pentacles. There is a solid, tangible offer here on the table. Like, you two might even live in different areas or states, and there might just be, you know, you just know, and it's like, come and live with me, come and stay with me. I want to be in a relationship. I see you in my future. Like, it feels like the Pentacles is like, it's not an Ace of Cups. Like, an Ace of Cups is brilliant and beautiful. It's an emotional new beginning. But this is something tangible, right? Something solid. Like, it's more than that. It's a commitment. It's a, you know, connection that really has that grounded energy behind it. And I think angel spirits guides are cheering you on. I've got the Council of Light card, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realm. So there could have been a sense of divine orchestration. It's like, well, if I didn't send that message, if I wasn't in that right place at the right time, like, how did this even happen? you know, it has happened because there's been your spirit team, there's been stars aligning and strings being pulled behind the scenes here is what I'm feeling. When something's meant to be, it will be. When something is, you know, meant for you, it will not pass you. That is the Wheel of Fortune at play here. So can you be outrageously open to this, Aquarius, I ask you? This one here says, open me to your will. Release me from my attachments. Surprise and delight me with your plan. You know what's needed and I am open to receive. So this is a card of surrendering to the divine plan and being able to release, you know, attachments where we might have made commitments, we might have be obligated, but really that you know, the Buddhist law of impermanence comes in here. Is like sometimes we make vows to people, sometimes we sign legal pieces of paper, but really nothing is set in stone ever, really. And part of our soul's learning is being able to move with the new, you know, the new energy, being able to blend. Now that doesn't mean to say that we should take those commitments lightly, not at all, but sometimes things change, right? Sometimes they do. Seven of Swords, we've talked about that. We need to be mindful not to create a deception situation here, you know, or to create trauma or pain for somebody else. That is important. And this could be happening vice versa, by the way. You know, there's a lot of laws of acceptance here, which can be very tricky in these situations. But ultimately, you know, Six of Swords with the Page of Pentacles, I see you moving towards this. I see you grasping it. Yes, it is in its early stages, but it is solid. And, you know, I feel that you will feel, yes, good language going on here. I feel that you will know in your heart that this can lead you to smooth sailing, a place of peace and harmony in your life, where you can finally put this. There might have been a bit of emotional roller coaster in your current situation, and you can put that behind you, but it is with a heavy heart. It is with a heavy heart that we make these transitions in our lives, but sometimes they are necessary rite of passages, okay? But I do see you accepting this and getting ready to invest in it. So follow the signs, follow your heart, and there's a certain element of what will be, and what is meant to be will be. So Aquarius, that is your reading. If that's where we part ways, thank you so much for joining me. Hope it resonated for those it's meant for. If you'd like to go deeper into this message and unpack it further, first link down below will take you to your extended version of your August tarot reading. And in that reading, I'll be clarifying each of the core 9 positions a lot further. We will expand on the message and get a lot more detail and information. Drop me a comment if you're called to share. I do read them all, love connecting with you over there, and please do hit subscribe. That is the energy exchange and balance between us that keeps the readings coming and lets you know when I post new videos. Sending you so much love and magic for your month ahead. Do take care. Bye for now.